Hi, my name's Jennifer. What's your name?
Trinity.
It's nice to meet you, Trinity. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Yeah. All right. So, can you tell me a little bit about what's been happening?
Just been in a funk, I guess, lately, and
Okay. So, what do you mean by funk?
there's just stuff coming up from the past that, like, I had gone to see a therapist for, and just coming back up.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So, help me understand this a little bit. So, you said you've been to a therapist before. How long ago was that?
A couple of years ago,
Okay. So, about how old were you?
about 16.
Okay. All right, so 16 years old. So what was going on at that time what did you see the therapist for?
Just a few different things, mainly revolving around going down to my father's house and spending time with him and his family.
Okay. So was that something that you enjoyed doing?
Depending on the situation of when they came up.
Okay. All right, so you went to see a therapist to talk to him because of having to go to your dad's house and to see his family. What was it about that you need to talk to somebody? What made you need to talk to somebody?
And just hit a low spot where didn't feel like I could come back.
Okay. What do you think was making you hit that low spot?
Just pushing everything down. Not letting it come out and be talked about.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you recognize that you were struggling some and that you needed somebody to talk to. That's a good thing. That is a really good thing. And I'm just trying to understand what you've gone through in the past. And if you don't want to talk about those things, you can certainly tell me. But just to understand, though, so you would go to your dad's, and sometimes sounds like things might have been good. Sometimes they might not have been the best. And I'm still trying to understand and figure out what was causing you to hit those low spots.
It was more like they would come up to see me on kind of like their schedule, so it wouldn't always be a weekly basis. I would tell Dad that I would only want to see him, and ended up being my stepmom, and then her son would come up too, and just cause trouble, whether it was just talking about different things or trying to, I'm not really sure, just stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So you were trying to share with your dad. Then sounds like that you maybe wanted time with him. Am I correct in that thought? But just with him one on one.
Yeah.
Okay. So and you said it caused trouble. It was your stepmom not happy with that idea?
Yeah. Guilt trips were tried to play. They would come up and Dad would look at me and be like, "Hey, they want to see you, and they love you, but they don't feel like you love them." And I would try to explain to him the situation, but he wouldn't seem to understand.
Okay. So a little bit of a tough situation. I'm happy that you went to talk to somebody at that time. Sounds like that was it a benefit? Did it help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that, I kind of have a feeling for kind of where you were then, and we could talk more later about that if need to be. So what brings you in now? Are you struggling with the same things, or are there some new things happening?
Just some of the emotions would come back up, and not a whole lot, just every now and then.
Okay. So do you think you're in a better place than you were then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So do you see your dad much now?
Not really. He has night shift, so he doesn't come up, and then I will talk on the phone every now and then, but that's all.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like we just need to talk through maybe some, just some of what you're feeling, just some of those ongoing things, and that's perfectly fine. We can absolutely do that. So just to kind of look back at what we're talking about, we've recognized that you have seen a therapist in the past, and that was to kind of help you deal with what you're going through with your dad, and wanting to spend more time with him one-on-one, and kind of dealing with some family stuff there. It sounds like you had really good luck with your previous sessions, and now you're kind of going through some different, but yet maybe some of the same emotions and feelings, and just kind of want to get started talking about those, right? Okay, well, we can absolutely do that. Thank you for coming in today.